Hey guys, have you watched my last live? Well, it was a little bit long-winded because I was acquainting myself with the uh, case of Summer Wells, and I had missed a lot over the years that I didn't pay attention to. Of course, I spent a lot of time on Sebastian Rogers and then later now on Lily and Jack. But I think that there is a chance this case may get solved eventually. And I don't remember exactly. Did Chris McDonough ask Hunter if he was in a relationship with Candace or not? Or did he deny it without being asked? Now, if somebody denies something without being asked, we have to flag that. That is a sensitivity right there. So here is something really weird, okay? Hunter was 14 at the time. It's his Facebook. And if any of you knows the name of his girlfriend at the time, kindly let me know. Hunter Mulaney, 14 years old at the time, he said, his update was in a relationship, right? So Summer went missing a year after that. It was the year before. And so that could be the girlfriend that he, was with at the time when Chris McDonough interviewed him at the time that Summerwells had disappeared, highly possible. I would love to reach out. I would love to be in touch with her and ask her a couple of things, guys. If any of you can help me with that, I'm just going to throw it out here into the ether because I would like to be able to. Well, I'll tell you later. If so, mind you, the guy is 14 years old. It says in a relationship. All right, cool. And Candace replies, with who? Your hand? How old was she? 40 or 35? Or I don't even know. But holy crap, man. Can you imagine you have a son? I mean, 90% of my viewers are female. I mean, can you imagine joking like this with your friend's son? Who's 14 years old, right? And Tracy Stainer said, well, what kind of grown woman who is a freaking mother makes comments like this on a teen boy's social media page? Done is too good for you. And she didn't reply. And Candace also didn't remove her comment. Candace has zero self awareness, man. Absolutely zero. Zero. Now, here are a couple of pictures that are from her Facebook page, and there are hundreds of pictures I went through. And they show Summer um, growing up, but there are some other pictures in there as well. And so now we have a picture here. You can see a little bit of the condition she was living in. Her hair is messy, she's dirty. Now, let's get back to what I just said. She feels okay about this, right? She feels so okay with this that she actually decides to capture the moment and proudly post it on Facebook. And I think that Hunter knows a lot more. And what struck me is that he told Chris McDonough something like, yeah, I guess she was awake, but I thought she was asleep. No, wait. I guess she was awake, but I thought she was asleep. Sorry. And he meant that he talked about the time when he got dropped off from the waterhole that day that Summer disappeared. Now, he spent his day with them or some time with them, and he talked about Summer, that he likes her, and that she's he was that he well, anyways, there was some other stuff in there too, but he said, he wanted to spend the day with her. Now the question is, was there anything going on between Hunter and Candace? And I back then I ignored that. I thought, nah, this can't be, man. But now I consider the possibility, and in a second you're going to see exactly why. You're going to see why, man. I mean, this is of course me only thinking out loud, and it is sort of. I like to travel down the path and allow things to come to me. And that statement did stick out to me because I couldn't imagine him being 15, being with. Yeah, but okay, let's see more. So this is a little bit of an insight of how the kids lived, right? Not like. So is there a door and a hole in it? I wonder what happened there, man. Did Don get mad and punch it or what? Again, why would you post this on Facebook, and why, after Summer disappears, she hadn't posted on this Facebook account in 4 years, right? Why didn't you remove it? And here you can see a little bit more what the walls are like. And, it was a big freaking mess, man, that they lived in. And, she has a Confederate flag up there, which also, yeah, I mean, but this, Hunter was 14 at the time. And again, this is just a possibility that I'm going to look at a little bit more. Summer at a Christmas with the Christmas tree. I think it was in church, probably, right? Yeah, it looks like it probably was at church. I don't think they had a Christmas tree, at least not a good one. So she took some pictures of like other places because I don't think they could be bothered with having too much of a festive environment at home, having looked into their lifestyle a little bit more. Also, another picture of Summer. And here he was either 13 or 14. And she has a bunch of pictures of Hunter or with Hunter. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know, people. I gotta revisit that statement. I gotta look it up again. I'm sure that you may be able to answer me. Some of you may, if you heard my last live. And again, I prefer right now to just make a quick video for you guys because during that live, it's not good when I take too much time figuring things out. And I'm interested again now because now maybe we have a chance to get the case solved. And I've said it before. I think that Summer passed away after having hit her head on rocks in the water hole. And it can happen that children can be even okay or seemingly okay for a couple of days after they hit their head. But I do believe when she was in the back seat of that car and she made a statement that at one point she had her arms up and she didn't capture that moment, but the color on her lips and it could have. I am thinking that she may have passed away in the car, and I believe that Andy may have been somebody she reached out to who was possibly sort of a middleman when it came to getting the dead body removed. I believe the answers are with Candace. I don't believe He told us all of the truth. I believe that he may not want to be a snitch. He may suspect something. Now, people cover things up for a different, for a variety of reasons, right? Sometimes a deceptive language shows guilty knowledge. Sometimes they had something to do with it. Other times, their mind is going there. They draw their own conclusion, but they don't want to go there all the way, at least not in public. They're a bunch of weirdos, man. But the term grooming comes to mind. Looking at certain, let me show you more. Well, there's Summer. There's a nice picture of her, and when she was a lot younger. So this is all I got for now, folks. But I want to look again a little bit more into, you know, what was really going on behind the scenes. Why was Hunter being vague? And remember, there was something else that he said. Um, Gee, what was it? Well, again, he was about to say goodbye to Summer. You should have said goodbye to Summer. And he doesn't know if she was awake or asleep in the car. And what was the comment about throwing his shirt on and then going into the water to rescue her? And he had to pull her up, right? She couldn't get back up on her own from that incident in the water hole, at the water hole. Why are there avoidances? Let's figure it out.